to today's Dashcam Diary of a Disabled. I am heading into town, a little shop therapy, even though I really am broke. I have a Michael's craft store voucher for $10. I don't know if I need to spend $10 to get the $10 cash, or if I can just use the $10 cash voucher. I don't know how this thing really works. I'm going to go check it out and see what I can do. And I wanted to take Stormy to the park, but it's like still 83 degrees outside, and it's like 7:14 at night. I really like to take her in the evenings close to sundown, but usually sundowns the creeps do start to come out at night. And being a female, even though Stormy is a very alertive dog and she barks at a lot of strangers a lot of the time, she definitely makes me aware of everybody around me, so it's a good thing. But I don't have any more of her glow-in-the-dark collars. They all didn't really turn out last year. One brand did, and one brand lasted her quite a long time, honestly. But I can't really find any of her collars except for one right now. Besides her little cinch collar to help train her to walk next to me. But honestly, like, out of all the different things I have tried over and over and over again to try and get her leash trained, well, actually more like service dog trained and not necessarily leash trained, because I need to be able to have good recall out with her at no matter what, in any situation, and not have her be reactive. And that's one thing that we need to really work on, is the reactive to everything surrounding her, because she's also very clumsy and scared of things. Like, she'll be so hyper focused on her toy or whatever it may be, and she's so hyper focused that she totally trips and hits her head into something, or she like goofily, like she's the clumsiest flipping dog, because she gets so hyper focused on toys. She is so toy motivated. So to incorporate her playtime with me and service dog training time with me, I'm trying to get her used to that again, because we always go through these routines of like, I'm good at it for a while and then I'm not. I'm good at it for a while, I'm just not consistent. And that's the problem. I need to get her officially taken to a place to get her taken care of all the way. The consistency is what I lack because of me being chronically disabled and sick and in pain and in symptoms, and in other places I'm trying to live life and I can't officially take her because I don't have like all the official stamps of approval, even though there really is not any stamp of approval. There really is not. I have looked and looked and looked into the laws of service dogs, companion dogs. I've looked into it all. There is no official certification stamp. The only thing there is a certification for obedience, which is a very good handy tool and resource to have when having to have a service dog, which her and I have not officially gone through that type training course yet. And I had to pay a fee for that. And I can't even keep her health bills paid up for right now, because I'm barely keeping up with my co-pays with all of my medications. Like, I had to have $100 set aside out of my $290 that I have in my account right now, leaving me like $190 to try and get by until the third week of August, until my Social Security disability hits. And it is the third Wednesday. Like, if the first doesn't fall on a Wednesday, like it fell on a Thursday this year, that week does not count as the first week, because it wasn't the first Wednesday. So it starts from the very first Wednesday, which was this last Wednesday. It was like Wednesday number 1, so I have another 2 Wednesdays to go until, well, less than that now, but I still have a ways to go to try and make my money stretch. I'm behind on one bill that was due on the 7th. I haven't made a payment yet because I'm just trying to decide what kind of payment to make. The have to leave and go out of town tomorrow because my friends never come to visit me. My friends never come to visit me. I'm always there for my friends, and I understand some of my friends have some phobias and stuff, but like, I really got to start laying some boundaries down here pretty soon. And it's not like they haven't all came out to visit me. Some of them have, but a lot of them haven't. And why is it always me trying to throw out the effort? It takes two people. But like when you're like consistently trying in a short amount of time frame to try and get this meeting or thing to happen, it's quite frustrating when you can't get things to line up. Life happens though, and I understand. I've had the worst day waking up wise I've had in so long, but I've had a lot of bad days lately. A lot of bad days. I'm just going through it right now, and a lot of it is because I'm on steroids. A lot of it is. It really throws off my hormones, and it really throws off my freaking mood. It really makes me so short-tempered, and I feel like such a jerk all the time when I'm on my steroids. I just can't. I have such a hard time reeling myself in because I'm not used to having to be so self-conscious about it and like having to think about it so regularly, because I have to think about so many other things on the regular, about like how much I've eaten for the day. Have I eaten for the day? What have I eaten? What kind of nourishment have I given myself? I haven't really been nourishing myself very well lately. I've been really eating like trash while I've been in this flare. I've allowed myself just to give into it, which is really prolonging it even longer, honestly. It's really not. I'm not treating myself kindly right now, and I need to be treating myself better. I need to practice what I preach to all of y'all. I'm just like in a self-destructive path right now with my regular coping mechanisms that I always seem to fall back on, and I'm trying to rewire my brain so hard so I can move past this. And so I'm trying to give myself some grace. I'm like, you know what, I still need to make my payment, yes, and I'm already 2 days past due. But the biggest thing is as long as I'm not 30 days past due, that's what really matters. But the money that I want towards the middle of the month for my Social Security is going to help me afford to do a couple extra things at the end of the month, like the state fair. I really want to go see Chris. I really do. I have to pick between my wants and needs, and at least the majority of all my bills are paid for the month now, though. I mean, I paid a lot of different extras. I don't have to pay every 30 days, but at least every 60 days I have a lot of money outgoing towards my co-pays for medications. $100 there, $100 here, $50 there, $40 here for those. Like, I still owe for my MRI $175. That was supposed to be taken out of my check right now. That's why I have $298, because they haven't taken the $175 out yet. And so if they haven't done that, what if they just automatically take it out though? Because I authorized them to use it, and I gave them all the card information. So what is the holdup on them taking the bill out? What I really need to do is make the phone call and be like, look, I need to tell them either to stop payment and not make that, and I will call back and make a payment like when I get my Social Security back in a few weeks. In a couple weeks. And make that my minimum payment. That's now, I'm sure I have surcharges now, which has put me over the limit again on my card. And so I'm having finance charge after late fee, after them lowering my credit limit on this caught up to the beginning of May before I went to Vegas. So the next payments that they were going to get to were the ones that I went to the urgent care down in Vegas for. I went to urgent care, the ER in Vegas, and those are the bills that now just sent me to collections and now are trying to get, so now I have a billing company sent me to collections because the VA is still now just getting to those bills, even though I did report that EA visit to the VA within the time frame allotted that I was supposed to. And I don't know where the screw up was. I was really triggered at the point that I was in that ER at that point. I don't remember much because I blank out a lot during my trigger attacks, like anxiety attacks, like my PTSD when I'm dealing with medical issues, and especially in a new area, and especially with doctors that don't seem very helpful. I was having a rough go at it down there briefly before I left, before I came home. And then now I've ended that online friendship with that friend that I was staying with during that time frame too. So I have a lot of trauma still attached to the whole thing. And so it's been hard for me to try to deal with that trauma and try and process through it still and feel my feelings about that. Because I still haven't heard back from her. And it's almost like a waiting game. And I'm waiting for the ball to drop at any moment for her to reach out and be like, WTF, for another confrontation, or, she completely wrote me off too or something. I don't know. Bless my other friend's heart that is going through a lot of stuff in Minnesota. so many of my feelings right now. My feelings and hormones are so screwed up because of the medication. And it's such a harder time to regulate my emotional dysregulation. My emotional dysregulation is it's high right now. Luckily, I see my medication manager here pretty soon, but hopefully I can communicate, work through my coping mechanisms before I see him, because I really don't want to ask for an increase. I have my doctors already questioning things at my primary care doctor. And my pain management doctor I see on Monday. I'm sure he's going to bring up it here pretty soon, because he's going to also drug test me, and he's going to see how much metabolites I'm going to have in my anxiety meds in my system, along with the last little bit of the pain medication that I'm on. I love to put it on Mondays, though, or I change my patch on Tuesdays, because then when I get drug tested on Monday, I just want to show them the trend of how much really does stay in my system, and how much my body metabolizes things differently and faster than normal. And so what you would actually see in my blood should be 7, but it's at 6. And now if I can prove it to him again and it's at 6, that's going to be even better. I don't know. I don't know what I'm really trying to prove. I prove more validation for myself more than anything, to know that I do metabolize things faster and differently than other people with my connective tissue issues. And I know my doctor thinks I'm a little bit of a quack because I'm out there with my ideas and stuff, but he's never lived in such a wacky, quacky body. He doesn't know what it's like to live like this. Only I know how I live like this, and I'm trying my best to describe it to all of you guys as it happens, while it happens, so you can get a glimpse into the life of what it's like to be like this. I have complete ADHD, autistic type meltdowns like this. I cry my brains out because I can't understand my emotions and my anger, and I don't know how to make my anger and frustration leave my body in any other way than just crying. It's the only thing that I've learned how to let it out, I guess, growing up with my kids, because my mom would lock me in my room so I could cry it out, and that was the only coping mechanism I had. I didn't get any nurturing when I was crying out the loudest for help. I'm so used to coping on my own, and just crying it out is the only way I can express it, I guess. And besides, and through my writing. Through my writing is another way. But doing these videos, it makes me that much more authentic to you guys, so you can see what this is like. And it's so embarrassing at the same time. I'm embarrassed by it, but I shouldn't be. I want to break the stigma of that. I want to break the stigma so bad, because crying can be so beneficial. But it's the only coping mechanism you have that you've learned to grow up with. I'm trying to learn other ways. A little bit of shopping therapy is going to help cheer me up some. I need to do more of my art therapy. I played some games with my good gaming buddy, so that helped cheer me up for a little while earlier. I distracted myself with that. I didn't unload on him. He's having a great weekend. This is anniversary with his wife, and I'm not trying to unload on him and scare him away from potentially hanging out, because I need to socialize. I need to get out and do something and distract myself from any kind of type of ruminating thoughts like this, so I can get out of my negative feedback loops of, I need to cope better. This is one step of my coping was socializing. I need to talk to people. I need to talk this out. I need to process it by talking about it. Talking about it is my only way that helps. Besides crying. Boy, was I able to help stim myself a little bit, and I was able to dance off some of my stressful energy over the weekend. Or over the week. It was last weekend. It just seemed like yesterday, but here it is Friday, and almost a whole week has gone by. I've slept almost a whole week away right now, guys. I've wasted almost a whole week stuck in my own ADHD overwhelm paralysis. The dancing wasn't enough. I was able to feel my happy feelings and have my, I was able to mask that. I was able to also be my authentic dancing self. I was able to dance some of my own moves and not feel embarrassed about it. So that's a good coping mechanism. Another one is trying to save money. So what I could do and what I started to focus on today after I posted my crying video earlier, as I stripped my bed, I started dusting my room yesterday, and I didn't put everything back on its shelves. I stopped and I needed to rest. I was just overstimulated by everything. I just needed to just shut down. And I've just been overstimulated by too much out and about, and I've just too much steroid, too much of everything, and so I didn't get enough downtime, and it took me about 2 days downtime to recover from those 2 days of socializing. Really 3 days, because today I broke down. Day 3 I broke down from 2 days of being out and about and wearing myself thin, and then trying to do stuff around the house, and then my back completely going out on me again, and I couldn't breathe for 2 days straight, almost 3 days straight. And so it's so hard to feel good when you have like so many steps forward and then so many steps back, because then I could not function at all. I've been out of it all flipping week, like I said. I didn't get anything accomplished hardly at all. I've been barely functioning, so that's why my mom tried to help me with my laundry and then messed it all up. I've been barely able to eat, and what I have wanted to eat, I've been very picky and like very vocal about my pickiness at my parents cooking dinner each night. And then I apologized to them afterwards because I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so snappy. I apologize. I hugged them. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm just so reactive right now. I just have to shut down, and I can't like be around people. I guess I don't know. I don't know what I need to do, except for it's like I need a reset or something. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like I need a reset from like just over everything. All the happiness. Like I just needed to. I was overstimulated by happiness, and then like I crashed and burned because I realized I wasn't taking enough care of myself, and I was overdoing it, and I was on the go like nonstop just to make it to these couple places. And was it worth it to go to those places? Because it put me out almost all week afterwards. I don't know. I don't think I can answer that right now because I'm emotional about all of it. I wish I could answer more about that right now. I can't. I'm really upset still that I don't have people to be able to talk to about all of this stuff right now. And so here I am, Dashcam Diary of a Disabled, and I'm not even to a doctor appointment for once. Girl, if you don't know how to drive a big truck, get the F out of the way. I need my ludicrous music blasting right now. Parking lot drivers drive me absolutely bonkers. Get the F out of the way. And I don't even have road rage half the time, but right now on steroids I do. On steroids I got all kinds of rage. And I'm eating all kinds of food that are my triggers, and that gives me my mast cell activation rage syndrome. Like, that gives me mast rage because I'm eating things I shouldn't be, and it's sensitizing my body and putting it into overdrive. Oh my gosh, people don't know how to walk, people don't know how to drive in parking lots. I'm like so crooked, I can't even park my own in the handicap spot. Oh my gosh, there's so many, another stupid person in a truck. And some more people. I can't even straighten out right now. This is why I hate shopping out in person in real life. I just can't handle people just not knowing how to flip and drive, allowing me to be able to park properly. I know how to park properly in my vehicle. I'm handicapped. Store closes in an hour and 20 minutes. I got a couple minutes to sit here and just kind of calm down for a minute. Everything will be okay. It's only up to me to change my feelings. It's up to me to be able to change how I feel, how I can present myself. And I hope that I can make somebody's face smile as I walk through this door in my crazy outfit that I'm in. Let me try and show this off here. My skirt is half pink, half gray. I got a gray Hawaiian shirt on underneath. I got an outside Hawaiian shirt. I got this that kind of matches with it. I got my pink hat, light pink hat. My skirt really doesn't go very well, but it matches with the gray tank top that I was wearing underneath before I threw everything else over the top of it in my layers. And then I'm wearing my hippie purse. So yeah, that's how I try to cheer myself up. I dress in the most like together but absurd outfits that I can, and if I can make somebody smile because it's something that I'm wearing, one item or another. I get compliments on this hat all the time. I've gotten compliments on this shirt separately. I've never worn this out in public yet, so we'll see if anybody likes that at all. I got my regular candy that I wear almost all the time. I'll go over my favorites because Ian's going to put me in a good mood before I go in. My Zydex 69 one, this is the very first one I made myself out of the beads that I had. Zydex 69 is my gamer tag on Call of Duty. So if any of y'all play Call of Duty and want to shoot some zombies with me, shoot me your friend request. Zydex 69, I don't have my activation number on me. Zydex 69 is also my handle on Xbox. And it's also my PC handle. So I have the same gamer tag across all 3 platforms. And that is the key to success, is having Zydex 69 on your team. Then I got the Soulstone that Mike gave me. He did not activate it himself, so when I see him in person in Texas, hopefully, or maybe he'll come out here to Oregon to visit me, I'll have him activate it with me as a moment and have him follow me so he knows where he goes from then on forward. And these are all UV reactive beads, and they all glow in the dark, and they all react different colors under UV. And I thought it looked good with the charm that he gave me. I made these 2 around roughly the same time. I got really into uranium glass, and these smaller beads are uranium glass. I glow under black light, which I have black lights in my room. These other ones glow under the UV. These are also uranium glass beads here. The family is not glass. It is just UV reactive, and it says family. The bottom charm is a tree, so family tree. I got uranium there. These ones kind of match the bracelet, so it has the same uranium glass beads that spin circular like teardrops. They also match this one on this here, see? So I like to wear them together. None of this has any glass beads besides the three long ones, and then a couple in between. These are UV reactive. These are glow in the dark. These are glow in the dark, and then the UV also glows in the dark. So these look very good together underneath the UV light and glowing in the dark. So I always wear those, and then I bought this one off a girl online. I really liked the bracelet, and I never hardly ever take it off. And I'm going to make myself a new Zebra Strong for my EDS awareness. This is the only one I have right now that I didn't send to Tammy. Zebra Strong. This is the only one I have left that I didn't send to Tammy, so this is the only one that I saved out of the collection of this first series of Zebra Strong that I built, that are all very similar. But this is for Tammy. This is for Sassy Advocacy. I need to make myself some of those. But anyways, these are all the ones I regularly wear, and I started wearing this one again recently, just for fun. It's on my choker. It's a clip on. I can clip it on anything. But then I wanted to wear this guy today because I think he really does go with the outfit, especially with the B color combination I used. It has some of the same colors that I'm wearing in my shirt and hat and everything. So now that I feel calm, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to use my $10 Michael's Craft Cash and buy some more beads. And yeah, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my evening, maybe crafting some beads, something. Try to do a tutorial. Maybe I'll game some more. Maybe I'll try and call somebody and socialize on video chat that I haven't talked to in a long time. I don't know. But I need to connect with somebody, and I need to not be alone tonight. So I'll video chatting with somebody. I'll figure out somebody. But maybe in my description I will leave my Instagram. I do need more Instagram followers, so I use more of my Instagram for more of my modeling pictures. And brand ambassador stuff, and I'm going to use it for my bead business here pretty soon, so I'm going to change my personal towards a professional page here pretty soon. So that's in the future, and then I'm going to try and be expanding my brand ambassador once I learn more about it after a lot more of these staffing calls in the next few Sundays in a row. Yeah. I have a lot to look forward to. It's a little overwhelming right now with just the simplest, the smallest of things right now. I wish I wasn't so short-tempered. It's the medication. It really messes with my mood. It's roid rage. It's mast cell rage. It's trauma rage. You know, I'm not ready to face certain traumas and process certain traumas right now. I can process it little by little, but it's just not fast enough right now, especially since I don't have a replacement friend to be able to talk to about this stuff, but I'm working on it. I'm building a new circle base of friends that hopefully I can depend on more when I need them, because I'm making new connections within my Facebook community, and I know they really do care about me. It's just life, and you know, it's all in timing on who's available at what time. So thankfully I did talk to somebody immediately when I was crying hysterically earlier, right after I posted the video. I did socialize with somebody, but he kept getting interrupted and having to call me back it was a little fulfilling. It was enough for the moment to get me focused on to getting other things done. So I'm going to get out of here, guys. I love you. Keep smiling despite all the problems. Look at how my bags are so terrible from all the crying. But that's why I got the hat on. Lower it when I get in the store so I don't have to look up too much into people's eyes. When I'm having a day like today, when I'm overstimulated, I really don't like to make eye contact with people. I really don't like to, be approachable. But we'll see. We'll see how approachable I can be. Depends on if I get complimented right off the bat. If I get complimented right off the bat, and then, then it can help cheer me up. But I don't know. Here goes nothing. It's hard having a little bit of social anxiety at the same time because I'm triggered by so much right now and overwhelmed. I'm in that paralysis of I just want to hermit and not talk to anyone. But I will make the best of it, and I know how to perform as an actress and ask what I need to. I'm about to put on the performance of a lifetime, guys. I love you all. Peace out.